Bad. We're on
You
time.
know, we're right on time. Right on time. Hey, this is Johnny Beane live 5:07. Oh, now we're late. Steve
Ugh.
Anderson, now we're late. August 16th, 2017. I keep wanting to say August 16th, 2077. I want to keep saying that. You know why?
I hope we're still here in 2077.
I hope I'm still here tomorrow. You know why I keep thinking that? August 16th, because this was the day that Elvis passed away. August 16th, 1977. So when I hear that date, August 16th, and that 7 is in there, I keep wanting to say 77, not 20, not 17. You know?
I gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, Ty Z is in here. Mystic Star. And yeah. Brent Z Rocks. What's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, Daniel Hall, man.
Yo.
Yes. Yeah. So we're live. We're going to talk about guitars, talk about whatever you guys want. It's all good. I'm actually I'm recording off my iPhone from my Veda right now. We actually kind of recorded like a minute or a couple minutes before I hit the live button here. But the camera angle is really weird, so I don't know if you guys will. It's something. To Beane, hey man, what up?
John Constantine.
Yes, yeah, you guys. So it's what do we call this? Wolfgang Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Wednesdays.
It's this Wednesday.
Oh, look at that. That's very cool. Very cool. Okay.
Hey, Pascal.
Hey, Pascal. I'm going to stop this video over here just because I might get in trouble. You know? I'm getting in trouble too much on YouTube lately.
That's
you know?
Not good. Jimmy
Uploading double videos, you know? Shame on you. All right. Veda, great to see you. And this will be uploaded right after this, or maybe I'll upload it now. I don't know. Who knows? Bonus video. That's all it is. JohnnyBeane.com. See you tomorrow. There we go. That was I was filming for my my Veda, my vlog every day.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I like that. I wish I had one of those.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. I wish I had one.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I had this off to the side here. So the camera angle looks really bizarre. Although, some people might think it's a cool effect. And if you think that, then I meant to do that.
Nice. Yeah, Ty Z, I love this guitar too. I just got a kill switch put in this guitar the other day. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at this camera angle. It's like really like strange.
It is a little strange, but it's all right.
Wait till you see you.
Oh boy. Are they going to see me?
Say something.
Something.
Where is he?
What do you mean? What do you want me to say? Oh, good.
I'm talking to the other Dave who needs to say something on here so you can see it. Oh, look at that. Sun, man. Anyway. Yeah, they just asked maybe I won't upload this. There you are. I don't know. Do you want me not to?
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. Looks like me.
Do you need a new avatar?
No.
Oh, there we go. It's like all forehead.
Yeah, I look like I have a big, huge head.
There you go. Hold it. Hold it like that.
Don't hold it like that.
There we go.
Oh. What's wrong with you?
You can get rid of it by going the other way. Anyway, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Let me know in the give us a thumbs up if you want me to upload this.
Hey, Greg Walker. Been a while.
Hey, Greg Walker. How you doing, man? Showman. Jaden James. Matthew.
Hey, Showman.
All you guys. Wow, 32 people, and I know I'm blurry.
Oh, Pascal says no blue beret.
Oh,
That's the last time he's sending you anything.
No. I promise I'll wear it. I promise. It's just, I think last time I was wearing the shirt and I said, what, it doesn't go with the shirt? I'm going to keep using that excuse.
Yeah. Ty Z asks Dave, any recommendations on where to find a USA neck for my Mexico Wolf? I just keep on looking on Reverb and eBay. I mean, they probably, you're going to be a long time before you find one. No one sells those things.
Mm-hmm. A what now?
A USA Wolfgang neck for his made in Mexico body.
Oh, just the neck by itself?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good luck. Really, no one really sells those things.
Yeah, and if somebody did, people would be all over it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you see anything, let me know.
Matthew Stewart says, Dave, can I put an original Floyd Rose saddles on a Schaller Floyd? I think you can. I've never tried it, but I think you can.
Hey, RMG? Is that Ryan?
It is Ryan.
Ryan MG?
Sinner, so Bozique?
Sinner, Bozique.
Ooh,
everyone.
What's in the cup there?
Folgers Crystals.
Nice.
Just don't ask me what's in this cup.
It looks like ramen.
Yeah, ramen juice.
Oh.
It's probably cold. Yeah, it's cold. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Yeah. Hey, 802 Blues. Hey, man. Cool. So what? Did I ask you what you did today on this one, or was that the previous video?
I don't know. I think we were live. I think. Maybe not.
Were we?
No, maybe not.
No, we weren't, because I said, tell me what you did today before you have to say it again. Remember?
I sat in this chair pretty much all day, and played guitar. It was really a nice day to do that.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Whose birthday is it? BV? Desiree says, happy birthday, BV.
Happy birthday, BV. Brent C. Rocks, this is the newest striped Wolfgang. What year did this come out? This was what, 2015 or 2016? These guitars.
I don't know. Ask somebody who went to NAMM.
Asking you. Is this 2015?
I don't remember.
No, because you just went to 2017 NAMM this year. So it was last year. This is 2016, this guitar.
It might have been last year's, yeah.
Yeah.
16, they're saying.
Yep, this is a 16. Yeah, Brent C. Rocks wanted to know what year it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's perfect for Wolfgang Wednesday, man. Look at that. You got the I don't know if I can say the K word. Kill.
How about stutter switch?
Switch? I don't know if we can say that either. That might be that might be considered negative.
No, because it stutters the sound. It's a stutter switch.
Okay, what was that last one? That was you, wasn't it?
What are you talking about?
Huh? Cool, man. Oh, I'm just trying to get happy, you know.
That's good. Yes, Ty Z, it does have all the FU tone stainless hardware on it. Yep, and Adam Reaver himself did all the work to this guitar, except for the kill switch. My buddy Jack at Rock and Roll Amps did the kill switch.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. So you've been playing that guitar all day?
Actually, no, I was playing my 5150 most of the day, but I picked this up a little while ago and started playing. I've been playing this guitar for about an hour.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I played that guitar for about an hour right there. Just sat on the couch, strumming away, you know. Yes, yeah. Desiree. Happy is good. Yes. Pal Guitars. Hey.
Ty Z, are you asking if the 5150, the EVH version or the original one from the 80s. Are you which guitar are you asking about?
Let us know both. I'm assuming
the replica has an R3 nut on it.
The new one.
Yes. Oh, we're not talking. Are you talking about my replica or? Oh, he says not the EVH brand. Eddie's original has an R2 nut on it. Most replicas that people make have an R2 nut. The EVH branded one has an R3 nut.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the stuff that Guitar Wannabe sent me?
No, I didn't.
You see this stuff? Pretty cool.
Oh, cool. Nice. That's
sticker?
That's Jim Vombus's amp, Halen.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jim Vombus's band.
Band.
Splawn. He uses
and that's his amp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool sticker there.
Very cool.
And
he sent you anything else?
He sent me a couple Tessie Switch guitar picks.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. And then he sent me the pick that he was showing off last week.
The Halen pick. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's Craig.
Yeah. Jimmy Vombus.
Mm-hmm.
Guitarist for Halen, Van Halen tribute out of, is it Connecticut?
Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. Thank you again, Craig.
I like the little man pick.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. Wow. It's all written in like the 1984 font, like from that T-shirt. If any of you guys had the T-shirt with that guy on the back, that's the same font that you saw the as the shirt. There it is. When I was in well, I don't give away my age. When I was in school, even though yes, I am 56 years old. When I was in school, a friend of mine used to walk around wearing the Van Halen shirt with this logo on the back of it. And that's one of the ways I discovered Van Halen, was from this friend of mine's T-shirt. Always seeing the videos on what am I hearing? Do you hear that?
No.
I'm hearing a really weird sound. I don't know. I'm not wearing headphones today. I've got Dave coming through the monitors here, so I could film the other video, or with the sound. That's why I look smaller. But yeah, this friend of mine, when I was in school, I remember him walking around with this T-shirt on, and I think when I first got, did I get the album, or maybe? I'm thinking maybe I heard the 5150 album brand new at this kid's house. Like he had it first, maybe. I'm thinking. Can't remember. But yeah, he was a Van Halen fan. And he looked like a total geek, total nerd, glasses,
Yeah.
Look at us.
I never thought I'd wear glasses ever, but as you get older, yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've been wearing these since I got glasses in grade school, but I barely ever wore them. So I went for years like blurry all the time. But I got glasses for real, I guess. Started wearing them in like 91, I want to say. So I've been wearing glasses ever since 1991. Except for when I was on stage, when I was in that band in Miami, that rock band, glasses was a no-no. So on stage, I was blind, Although I can actually see without them. It's just a little blurry, a little bit. Yeah, 48 people. I was going to say 47. We'll jump to 48. Thank you for jumping in here. Number 48. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, 48 people. It's awesome.
Man, we better act like we know what we're doing here.
Yeah, you would think. You would think we knew. RMG asked,
51. Oh my goodness.
RMG asked if he said that PRS has canceled that John Mayer looking Strat thing that they were doing, which I didn't even know that they were doing. I didn't know that they were going to do it and that they even canceled it. So Exotic makes a Strat, Ryan. Exotic pedals, they make a great Strat. My friend Osnoy, he uses one of those. They make a relic version and an unrelict version. You can get a John Suhr or a Tom Anderson Strat style. If you're looking for something that has that PRS type quality. I'm not a big fan of John Suhr. I mean, they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful guitars, but they're a little, for me, they don't really have a soul. But if you're looking for something like that, I mean, I'm probably going to get hate mail for saying that, but it's my opinion. But if you're looking for something other than that PRS one, those you can go to those companies.
That wasn't what it looked like.
Oh, that's okay.
For those of you guys who couldn't see, I went off camera and I came back and I was going like it wasn't. I'm actually
RMG, I got the perfect solution. Why don't you get a Nags Severn? If you like Paul Reed Smith's, then get the Nags Severn. They make 3 single coils. Great guitar. I play Larry Mitchell's all the time when he's up here.
Mm-hmm. Do you hear that?
No. I just hear my amp buzzing over here. Is that what you're hearing?
Can anybody hear that echo? Wait a minute. That sounds. Hang on. Go ahead and do your. Let me try this.
Okay.
Test. No. Do you guys hear that echo?
Now I do, yeah.
Okay.
Now I hear it. Okay. Is it me? Because I hear it.
You hear it too?
Yeah.
I don't know why I would have it. Let me put the headphones back on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, everyone hears echo.
Maybe if I hummed Cathedral.
Yeah. RMG. I know Nags doesn't give guitars away, but they're well worth it. Really well worth the price. It's a guitar for life, and they're amazing. They really are. And that tremolo unit really stays in tune very well for a single. It's a single locking tremolo. Just the tuning pegs are locking, and it stays in tune really well. Michael Collins, the car is all fixed. Everything is good. What else? So Pascal, you wanted to see this guitar again. I'm sorry. This is it's the EVHGEAR Stripe Series Wolfgang, and I just had a kill switch put in it. I don't know if you can see that because it's red on red, but that's the guitar.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, and the cool part to this is the little cap that goes on the back. The hole that's created in the back. It's just a cap. It's like a little cover. It's really cool. You could just take it right off.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to put any extra screw holes in it. It just, it's like a little One of those things.
Echo.
Tubinin, it's my pleasure. I love when Rob and whoever comes over and spends time here. Rob comes over, once every couple months. It was great having him and Hubs here. And they're always welcome. Hey, Hef, how you doing? Thank you, Paul.
Hey. So yeah, you're gonna have to jump out.
I am? Okay.
It's your
Well, I'll see you all in a few seconds.
Test. There we go. Yeah. Maybe it was me and it turned into him. I don't know. I don't know what happened. But that is cool. The what do you call it? The stutter switch on that guitar. It looks great. I dig it. Johnny. Hey, Brent. Stop talking, Johnny, Showman says. Still echoing.
How's it now? We good?
Check. We're good, right? We're good.
Okay.
Hey, Cat Dumpling.
Right, now, just to get the chat back up, give me 1 second.
One.
There we go. I'm all set.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Hey, Van 1977. Is that Renee?
Brian Davies, I didn't get to see your question. Ask it again, and I'll try to answer you. Unless Johnny, can you still see his question? Because I had to jump out.
Whose question?
Brian Davies.
Brian Davies. Great Dave's gone, and there goes my question. Is that his question?
No, before that.
David Nussdahl, I'm trying to get those eyelets for my EVH, but here all the measurements are metric. CM and MM. Do you know anyone? Does anyone know the size?
This whole part, this part of the screw, has to be the size of a 25-cent American quarter. So if you have one of those, that's the size. I don't know what it would be in metric.
Is it the size of a 1971 quarter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. John Constantine asks if when I had the Guthrie Govan guitar, on the Tremel no system in the back, did I find that the little black screws fell off? No, I didn't. That never happened. So, not to my guitar. Oh, you're welcome, Brian.
Jim has a question.
Cool.
Where is it? Jim Nicholas. He says, hey, yo. Where's Don? Don's not here. I thought today was Wet Wednesday. Dig the shirt, Johnny. I dig it too. I dig it. Thanks again.
Hey, Craig. Craig.
Steve Anderson? Who sent this to me? Steve Anderson. Yeah, Jim says, yeah, Elvis, yeah, he passed away 40 years ago today. 40 years?
Mm-hmm.
He says he remembers hearing about it on the evening news when I was a little thumpkin. Oh, thank you very much, Jim.
Hey, Jim Vomus is here. Jim Vomus says, yeah, he says, thanks for the shout out, fellas. I have a lot of other versions of those guitar picks. Johnny, I'll send you some. Hey, how about me? I'll take one if you feel like sending one. Jeez. Why don't you give some to Nick? Give some to the kid so he can give me one, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks again, man. Very cool. Jim, that's a cool pick, dude.
Yeah, that is a cool pick. And so is the guitar he just got. Did you see the Kramer ad in Stealth? Stealth Black that he just got.
I saw that. I saw the
Wow.
overlaid photo that I think he posted. Yeah. Wow, that's cool, man.
That's a great guitar. I can't wait to see that thing. Hopefully, I'll see it before it gets sent out. RMG 471 says, I'm looking at the nags on Reverb. I didn't realize that Larry Mitchell has a signature Severn. It has DiMarzio Fast Track in the bridge. Yeah, and from what Larry says, he loves it. I mean, it feels just like his personal guitar. He just played one of those at Rebel Music. And he played it right next to his. He had his with him, and he played that, and he says he couldn't tell the difference. So that's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Humbucker Man.
Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
Brian Davies.
Well, he said that he saw Pete's Guitar Room, and holy cow, can we have Pete on the show? We've had Pete on the show several times. We'd love to have Pete on the show. We'll have him on again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been on, what, 2 times? At least 2 times I can remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a cool cool basement there, I'm assuming.
Yes, it was really cool. So cool that I was freezing. You could hang meat in that place.
Yeah. Imagine the smell. Yeah.
No.
Well, what? I don't.
Forget.
I wasn't gonna say. Let me just say, the past 2 days, I think I'm losing weight because the cat thinks I need to eat. Let me just say. The cat
keeps bringing stuff to you.
Every time I open the door. Oh, thanks. But no, thank you. Yeah.
That's funny. Showman Blues says, Dave, I see a 2016 special for $1,000. Could it be the same? A striped special for $1,000? If you've seen one for $1,000, you should probably grab it. That's a great price.
Hey, Cody.
Nice.
Yeah, Desiree. I think that cat does love me.
Well, you feed him, right?
Yeah. I'd rather eat their kibbles and bits or whatever it is I'm feeding them than what they're bringing me. Oh. I opened the door today and to take Howie out, you know, because I wake up, you can hear the chickens out in the basically, super early in the morning. The chickens, they want out, the rooster's crowing, the chickens are all just making all these like slight noises, like you can tell they're getting frustrated and they want out, and so when I get up to take them out, Howie gets up and follows me out, so I got to take him out. Open the door today, look down, and there's, I guess, the cat left me breakfast, basically. And I'm like, oh. And then the day before, it was almost the same thing. Happens a lot around here. Does it ever happen to you? Do your cats go outside?
No, I don't have. My cats are indoor cats.
Mm-hmm.
But there are outdoor cats that live on the property that aren't ours, but my mom across the street keeps feeding them, so they stay on the property, and they leave gifts, not on my side, but on her side.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Raymond.
Hey, Raymond.
Man, same timbre and everything.
Yeah.
Sounded like me. I was like, wait a second, did I throw my voice and that much of a delay?
And that much of a delay?
Wow.
Pascal. Is it Pascal? Pascal.
Yes. No, Pascal. You were right the first time.
Pascal. What are the main differences between the Japanese and the Mexican-made EVH? What are the main differences? Well, I can tell you really, I mean, I guess there's a few main differences, but right off the bat, the frets are different sizes. That's a difference.
And they're also different. They're different metal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you know, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday I went up to Walnut Creek and I took not this one. I took the black, the one Bozique sent out, the black special. I took that up with me, and Zipkin checked it out, and he was checking it. He was feeling the neck and everything, and he was saying that the neck was similar, if not the same, to his, which his is the Made in Mexico special. But he said because of the frets being different sizes, you know, he could tell a difference, a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I thought you spilled your...
No, I just moved. I didn't have anything here to spill.
I've got several cups here. Several different ones, and I'm debating whether to finish this, but it's been sitting here for a while.
Well, what's a while?
Probably an hour.
That's not so bad. If it's like all day, I'd say throw it away.
No. All day. Yeah. Although, you know, I'll take some dares. Leave a thumbs up if you want me to drink this. And take it with a thumbs down if you want me to drink this. How's that? It's not hot anymore. That's the thing. It's just the broth. The spicy beef ramen juice.
Craig, I saw the eye hooks on your guitar, man. It looks great. They look great. I probably would screw them in a little farther, but they look great on that guitar.
Yeah. He texted me some those pictures of that, and yeah, looks awesome, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of my favorite guitars I've ever seen. Johnny, I got to play that guitar, and it's really amazing. That guitar is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bozique says Johnny Beane, the Mexico neck that I traded to him feels very similar to the black neck that I have here, but he can tell the difference. Yeah, because the frets are different sizes. That's the only difference.
That's the only difference between the Made in Mexico and the Japanese guitar.
What, the frets?
Well, you didn't. That's the only difference you gave.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. Where is it?
I can tell you more if you don't have that information.
Oh, it's in a gig bag there. Yeah. What do you know about it?
Well, the Made in Mexico special has a carved top, where the Made in Japan one is a flat top.
That's right. That's right.
The Made in Japan special is a quilt maple top, whereas the Made in Mexico, if you get a maple top, it's going to be a flamed maple top, not quilted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like this. This is quilted.
That's quilted, yeah.
That one. That's a Japanese body with a Chinese neck.
Yes. Pascal is asking me, what is my amp? Well, today I'm playing through, well, you can't really see it behind me, but I'm playing through the EVH 50 watt 5153 but I'm playing through 3 cabinets actually. It's a like a ping pong delay with a detune. It's kind of like the. I know I've said that I don't like this sound very very much. It's not my favorite sound, but it sounds like the Balance era Eddie Van Halen with with the chorus effect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I'm eating my words because I don't like it when I hear it.
Oh.
When I'm playing with that sound, it's the coolest sound I've ever had. I love it, and my tastes have changed. That's all I can say is my taste after playing it, my taste has changed, and I do like it. Now, whether or not it's my favorite Eddie tone, it's good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's horrible because it's not. I still think 84 is my favorite, Eddie tone, like for Van Halen. But in general, I mean, this, I don't know if you can hear this, probably going to be garbled, but that's just, it is so big sounding that, and it's at bedroom volume. It's killer. It's killer. I absolutely love it. 3 cabinets with a ping pong delay.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
sounds great. And yeah, that's what we were saying was you and Ron were going to be on here talking about your amps and.
Yeah, I can still do that if you want. I can still do that. Raymond wants to see this guitar again. Raymond, it's the 2016 Stripe series, but I put a kill switch in it this past weekend. So that's other than the FU tone upgrades on the Floyd, that's the only other thing that I did to it. Other than that, it's the same one that you get in the stores.
Mm-hmm. Got a text I have to. Yeah. Rand, right. That's my usual answer to anything. Yeah. I think Renee had a question here.
What's that?
Johnny Beane. Oh wait, that's. Wait a minute. Who's this now? Jim Nicholson's. Dave, you often talk about that wet sound not working well with another guitarist in the band. Why? Does it get lost in the mix?
It does. It's not that it's a wet sound. Well, the wet, dry, wet. If you have a guy playing through one amp with no or very little effects coming out of it, against the guy that has all that wetness, all that the ping pong delay and all the schmaltz that goes on it, it's very hard to hear that guitar. You're going to hear the drier sounding guitar before you hear the one with all the effects on it.
Dan is here. Look at that. Hey, Dan. He says, hey, everyone. Cool.
Oh, hey, Dan. Thank you.
Yeah. And Jeremy. Yeah, he was saying can we get the what did you say? Can you get the guy that won the Kramer guitar?
Oh, you're a friend.
Yeah. Yes, we're planning. He's going to be on here at some point. We just need to do it, basically. Yeah, I'll show you a picture real quick if I can find one. Right here, this guy.
Hey, Spanky.
Yo, Spanky. Right here, my friend Michael. Yeah, he's the one. He has one of Eddie's Kramer guitars. That's a picture I took at one of his shows. Right there. Yeah, he'll definitely be on here at some point. We just have to do it, basically. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete. Oh, there's that picture I was trying to find. Remember last week when you guys were talking about the I don't blurry. Remember you guys were talking about the trans tram being on the
Yeah.
Wolfgangs, and you said there's a trans tram on a Les Paul?
Yeah.
Right? I told you guys I had a picture from 5150 with that guitar. I just happened to randomly find it.
Hang on.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
There's that, and there's the sitar he used on Ain't Talking About Love.
He used a sitar and ain't talking about love?
On the solo. He double-tracked the solo with an electric sitar. That
No
one.
kidding. I didn't know that. I just heard. Wait a second. Are you sure about that? Because I just heard the
Total
guitar
opposite.
track.
Just the solo.
Yeah, I just heard the whole guitar track, and I didn't hear that at all on that solo.
It was the other side, not the side with the guitar. The other side. Next time, yeah. See, Greg knows his stuff. Next time you listen to Ain't Talking About Love, listen to the guitar solos, and you'll hear an electric sitar doubling the guitar solo on the other speaker, and you'll think you're listening to the Beatles.
Okay.
So yeah, there it is. Right there. It's so funny. I was talking about having a picture, and I just happened to come across it. What's this guitar here? That hollow body. Do you know? Actually, I can probably tell you by looking. That's a
Univox, maybe?
Looks like 2 words. And look at that.
What is that?
Eddie owns a classical guitar.
Oh, yeah. That's a Ramirez, I believe.
You guys are all going to go out and grab that classical now.
If it's a Ramirez, not everyone's going to grab it because that's probably about $4,000 or $5,000.
But yeah, that's the Trans Tram Les Paul right there.
How recent is that photo? Because is that a Wolfgang pickup in the bridge?
That photo's from almost 3 years ago.
So that's probably a Wolfgang pickup in that bridge.
Maybe.
Because I don't remember that guitar. The photos I have of that guitar doesn't have a zebra pickup in it.
Cool. Cool of cools. Yeah, it's funny. I just happened to see that.
That's very cool.
We were talking about that the other last week or whatever, and I just happened to come across that. Hey, Joe. Joe Wentz says, good evening from the open road.
At least it's not the lonesome road.
I'm finding some NAMM photos I never put up. Photo. Like, this is a picture you've never seen. Holding that guitar.
No.
I'm talking to somebody. Actually, a friend of mine. I'm talking to a friend of mine. We're talking about that guitar.
RMG says, Dave Nesdall, thoughts on Fender Custom Shop? Every time I find a guitar that I like, it's 40 or 50% more expensive than a comparable Nash, K-Line, Shure, Sir, Whitfill. I don't think Fender is what you would dig. Even ones with a flatter radius fretboard are still going to be more on the curved side. and I know that you're into the PRS, which has you know, a 10 degree and sometimes even a 12 inch or a 10-inch radius, which is flatter than Fender. You can get your action lower. I mean, I love the Fender stuff. I love the way they feel, but it's just something is telling me that you wouldn't be happy with it, Ryan. I think the Nags is probably your best bet for what you like. I mean, I could be wrong, but just from talking to you and the guitars that you have hanging on your wall, I would think you like a flatter radius fretboard, and Fender is not it. The quality of the guitars are great. I love them, and you know they have a soul, but I just don't think it's what you'd like.
I gotta stop looking through all these pictures. There's so
Yeah.
many. There's so many.
You should do that on your time.
There's so many here.
Come on, Mr. Hand.
Dude, it's funny you said that. I just saw a picture of my hand. Check it out. Wait, how can I?
Matthew Stewart, I've never tried Graphtec saddles up for a Floyd. I would imagine it would probably be pretty cool, but I've never tried it. Oh, that is cool.
Right there. He said, Mr. Hand, and there's my hand touching the Van Halen curb in Pasadena.
Hey, Tone Talk.
Hey, Tone Talk. See, did it again. I've got. Does anybody else have years and years and years of pictures on your phones?
Yeah. Hey, Mark, what time you guys going on Friday night? Are you going on at 9, or what time are you going on? Everyone needs to check out Tone Talk on Friday night. They're gonna have. Forgive me, I don't know the guy's name from Fender Specialty, but it should be really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Just waiting on an answer. Hopefully I was allowed to give that information out. I hope I didn't overstep.
Dave and is overstepping again.
9 p.m. Friday with Mark Blasco of Fender. Fender Guitars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite? What's your favorite brand of guitars? I mean, I know you've got a whole wall there of EVH and all that stuff, but what's... Well, let me I'll pose this question to the chat room as well, in the chat box and everything. Fender or Gibson? Which would you choose if you could only choose one? Real quick, I'm going to say Fender, because my main guitar for years has been a Fender Telecaster. You know?
I can't answer that. That's a question I can't answer.
Oh, here we go. RMG4 says, wait, RJ Van says Friedman. Bill Kapoor says Fender. Simon Williams says Easy. Oh, this is too quick. Tone Talk Fender. RJ Van Fender. Guitar Wannabe Fender Strat. The Gibby. One Fender. RMG471 Fender. Greg Walker Fender. Spanky Fender for sure. Humbucker Lover Gibson. Raymond Gibson. Showman Fender is my go-to. Stefan Fender. Frank Corcoran Fender. If I had my choice, Ernie Ball. Simon Williams Fender Strat. Had a Japanese one for 30 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Dan says Fender. Jim Vonvis, anything with a humbucker, he says.
One humbucker, Jim?
Pascal says Music Man. Dan White, is it White? Says Fender, but I like both. Craig says Strats rule. Corcoran. Yeah. Or you could just do this. I think you guys will know what I'm showing here. You could just do that. Can you even
just a headstock?
Well, I know you can't see it, but it says something on that headstock.
Oh, Gibson on the headstock?
Yeah. That's an old what is that? Oh, 802 Blues says Fender Stratocasters. It's a old picture from what, 78? And it's very blurry. I'm trying to.
Man, it looks like he's got no face.
Anyway, yeah, it's just blurry, man. There he is. There he is. But yeah, you can kind of tell on this picture right here that it says something on the headstock there. Yeah, right there. Almost. Anyway, it's basically a Fender Strat that says Gibson on it. Some of you probably knew that.
Yes. I still don't have an answer.
You can't do it.
Can't do it.
For me, Fender all the way. All the way. I mean, Gibson. I mean, Les Pauls are great. 335s are one of my favorite guitars. But I just feel like Fender is, you have more, what's the word? Versatility?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they got the single coils. You know, you ever seen a Les Paul with single coils?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, P90s. Are P90s single coils, kind of?
Yes, they are. Yep, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They create 60 cycle hum, therefore they are single coils.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But if you have a two P90 pickup guitar and you put it in the middle, the hum goes away, right? There's no hum when you have both pickups on. Is that right?
I don't know.
At least with mine.
It's been a long time since I've played a two P90 guitar.
Mm-hmm. I've got a what do you call it? Where is it? Oh, it's on the stand. I've got that Seville 335 copy, the Japanese copy from the early 80s. And that guitar for years has had phase canceling, Bill. For years it's had the two P90 humbuckers, the Fat Cats, the Seymour Duncans. But yeah, I feel with Fender you just have more of a choice. You know, there's a slogan: Fender, more of a choice. You know, because they have guitars that have humbuckers in them. You know, Eddie put humbuckers in basically a Fender guitar. You know,
yes.
That's what the Frankenstein really is a Strat with a humbucker.
Yep.
So it's like a Fender and a Gibson together.
Let's even use his word, cross-pollinate.
Mm-hmm. But has anybody actually torn out their humbucker in a Les Paul and thrown in a single coil pickup? Has anybody done that?
Nope.
Go the opposite way. Man, this guitar sounds too heavy. I need to make it more thin sounding.
Yeah.
Although that probably would a pretty big that probably would be a pretty big single coil sound being in a Les Paul with being a single pickup, single coil. That'd be a fat, as in PHAT, single coil sound, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Let's try it.
Should we try that? Some lunatic, huh? Dave just said let's try it. So does that make him the lunatic? Cat dumpling. They actually make adapters for that, Johnny. I've never actually seen someone use one though. Epiphone just put out a cheap Les Paul with single coils. Pozique says. Well, I mean, I know you could have a what is it? Is it the coil tap? Is that it? You can have a humbucker and you can pull up the volume knob or hit a switch and turn off one of the coils of a humbucker, which is basically a single coil. But I don't know. It wouldn't quite be the same, I'd like to actually see, a Les Paul with just one slanted single coil pickup.
Yeah, you're disturbing.
Yeah, it's like you're on stage playing that guitar, but it's like, man, that guy's literally using the Les Paul. Man, listen to that tone. It's so thick. They can't see his pickups because his hand's covering it, right? They're like, man, look at that. And once his hand goes away, everybody, like the guitar players, they pass out. They're like, oh, that's a single coil in there.
That's so funny.
Okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to be happy here.
Just trying?
Just trying. With one volume knob. That's
why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be happy?
Huh? It's Wednesday.
Why wouldn't you be happy?
No, I'm happy. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That was all of it?
That's all of it.
So what? What do you say, Fender or Gibson?
I say 5150.
You'd be like Fibson. I remember seeing when I worked at this used guitar shop, years ago. A Les Paul copy came in, and it looked like a Gibson, but on the headstock it said Fibson in the Gibson logo.
That's very funny.
I remember that. I'll never forget. Never forget seeing that. Fibson. Yeah. Well, yes. Echo.
So what do you got? Don't tell me I got to leave again.
No, it's not. No, it's not like it was. It's okay. It's all good. Man, if any of you guys, if you listened to my Veda yesterday, I did like a podcast style Veda. Just talking. Just camera off. Just the voice. I had said last night that I was going to try to find. I've got these guitar picks. I traded guitar picks years ago with Sid McGuinness and Will Lee. And I had said I was going to try to find those picks and show them off on here, and I have not found them yet.
I didn't know Will Lee actually had picks.
Yeah. I don't know if he uses them, but he has them. He has all like different colors and stuff. And I remember it had a like a little drawing on it. He gave me like several, like a little handful of them. And like I was saying on the Citizen Kane, Will Lee and Sid McGuinness of Late Show, Letterman. I got to meet those guys outside the what was it called? The theater. Is it the Ed Sullivan?
Ed Sullivan Theater, yeah.
Outside the Ed Sullivan Theater.
That was, what, 94?
94, yeah. Yep. And the Sid McGuinness, you guys will know him from he was the guitar player there. For years. He played that yellow guitar. You guys remember him? He was always like closest to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Played a yellow.
It was a hand-built Strat. It was just, you know, custom. Someone built it for him.
Yellow Strat with I'd assume humbuckers and like maybe a Floyd, maybe not.
No, it didn't have a Floyd, and you know what? I think it was 3 single coils.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was.
Had the black pick guard.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had a black bridge on it. It was a regular Fender style bridge.
Spanky says that guitar was an ESP.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, but anyway, so the guitar picks that he gave me were actually used. Like there were yellow picks. It said Sid McGuinness in like a typed font, you know, like a typewriter or whatever. And they were like totally like beat up, like he'd been using them, you know, like on the show, like on the show, you know. So I've got a couple of those somewhere. I think maybe 2, maybe 1. I know the Willie picks. He gave me at least maybe 2 or 3 of those. Different colors. And in exchange, I gave them the pick that I had at the time, which was a yellow super thin pick with my name on it.
With the JB?
Yeah. It actually said Johnny Beane. Now it just says like JB, you know? Where are those? Yeah. Yeah, see now my picks, it just says like that.
Looks like JL.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Actually, I might have one of those old ones here.
You looking?
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we are. I've got my pick, you know, like you've got your pick box. I've got my pick box too. Yeah. If anybody wants to see, these are what my custom picks looked like back in the 90s.
Oh wow. You gotta sell me one of those. I don't have one.
It actually says Johnny Beane on it.
Very cool. What's the other side say?
Just nothing. Just yellow. It's just a super thin DeAndrea.
Uh-huh.
Super. I was using super thin picks at the time. Yeah, I still have a bunch of them. You know, I still have like a whole bag of them. And then I was using the Dunlops for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, it says JohnnyBeane.com, has the thing on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a green one.
Nice.
Green one.
Yes, Tubinin. Yes, that was the beginning sort of Drop Dead Legs.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. I've even got like tie-dye guitar picks.
Oh, look at that. Oh, does that say Mayfire on it?
Yeah.
The M for Mayfire?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's an owl, but yeah. Yeah. And then that has my signature on the back.
Oh, how cool.
You can kind of see.
I like that.
It's blurry. Yeah.
Oh, you started learning that tonight, Tubinin? That's cool, man. Did you learn it with this? Sorry about the sloppiness in the end, but let me try that one part again. Nope. There we go.
There
Anyway.
it is.
Yeah, there it is. And there we are. I don't know how good that came out. It's probably sounded like a little gnat flying around.
No, it didn't sound bad. Oh, I was gone for most of it.
Sounded great as long as I didn't hear it.
I wasn't even here for most of that. Man.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about being able to have this at bedroom volume. I can play all night, not bother anyone. You can pretty much hear it when playing over the computer. Doesn't sound horrible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But any louder than that, and it would have been garbled.
Mm-hmm. Garbered.
Yeah.
It
It would be Gerbered.
Is it Gerber?
Garber?
It's Garber.
Thank you, Greg. Citizen Kane says, what are you playing through? I'm playing through my 50-watt 5153 head and 3 cabinets with ping pong stereo delay and detune chorus. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Brent.
Have you been just playing through that amp since?
Yeah, since it was set up. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Desiree.
Mm-hmm. So let's see, like what. Let's see it real quick. Can you show us? Can you see it from here?
I don't think. Well, let's see. Hang on a second. Let's see.
Are you on battery?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah.
That's the head, and those are the 3 cabinets. Actually, both heads are on, but the preamp section of the 5150 amp is where I'm getting the overdrive from, and I have both EVH cabinets running through that head, and the middle cabinet is being run through the rock and roll amps, but I have that on the clean channel. So the way I have it run is from the return of the effects loop of the 5150 amp into the input of the rock and roll amps. So all 3 cabinets are affected. The 2 outer cabinets are one delay, and the middle cabinet is the other one. So that's the ping pong. All I need is another head, either another head or another power amp, so that I can have the center cabinet be dry, and then I can have the 2 outer cabinets affected to have the wet, dry, wet. But I'm working on that. But this sounds fine the way it is. You know, I'm not in any rush to do that.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. I really, I couldn't be happier. I mean, it was. I never thought I'd care about it, but man, it's really, it's different. It's big sounding, huge, huge
Mhm.
sounding. Citizen Kane says, "Great setup, Dave Neslo. We need to pitch in and get you a mixing console so you can mic it up and give a direct feed. Johnny Bean should be able to school you on that." Yeah, yeah, that would be really cool. Brentsy Rocks. I'm using a Boss PS6, the pitch shifter. That's what I'm using as my. It's not really a chorus. It's more of a detune, but it kind of sounds chorusy, I guess. But that's the chorus sound that you're using, that I'm using, that you're hearing. And my delay unit is a stereo delay. It's the TC Electronics Flashback ×4.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hey,
that's your favorite?
Yeah, yeah, it really is. It's TC Electronics product is pretty much my favorite stuff.
Hey, Jim.
Thank you, Brent. Yeah, Craig, it's the Harmonist. Correct.
Yeah. I got to get one of those now too, man.
Yeah, and 3 cabinets.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve Anderson. Thanks again, man. Awesome shirt.
Brian Davies says, was that what Pete had when Hubs was playing with Rob and it looked like an iPad was a mixer? You know, I don't know what that iPad thing was. I'm not sure what that is. That was on Pete's mic stand. But yeah, except Pete's rig is the real deal. It's 3 412 cabinets with wet. It's a wet dry wet signal. It's crazy. Hubs built it, and then Mike Cicello made it even better. It just both those guys. You put those heads together, and you have an evil scientist. It's just crazy. That rig is insane. Pete's rig is, forget it. If that rig was at my house, or if my guitars was at his house, it would be like I could die in that room and be happy. Not that I'd want to, but I could.
Mm-hmm. But you'd want to be happy though. See?
I'd want to be well. I'm happy now. I mean, I'm a happy dude, but that rig is just really crazy. Although it was so loud. It was so loud. My teeth were shaking in my mouth, in my head. That's how loud that was at Pete's house.
Wow. All those guys, like everybody was super loud.
Well, yeah, I mean everything was running through Pete's PA system too. It was the rig, and the rig was mic'd up. The drums were going through the PA.
Oh,
the vocals were going through the PA. It was like being at a concert. That's how loud it was, like being at a concert in his basement. It was so loud. Oh yeah, Craig, it was louder than Dwayne Betts. Yeah, it was louder than that. Yeah, easily louder than that. It was so loud that it became a little uncomfortable. My ears, I mean, literally, my ears were ringing for a few days afterwards. But I wouldn't change it for the world. It was that much fun. It was so much fun that you just deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Davies asks if I would ever get a rig like that. I do. I have a rig like that right now. It's just a smaller version of it. I I can't put 3 412s in this house. I just it's I wouldn't be able to have tenants. I'd be, wouldn't be able to make a living. Blank Palette, he asked, what did I think about Steve Vai's guitar being sold from Whitesnake? You mean the floral pattern guitar? I spoke to that guy today, and Steve never used a floral pattern gem with Whitesnake. He never did. So that, I don't know if that was just a mistake. I think the guitar is Steve's, but it certainly was not from Whitesnake. There's a lot wrong with that, with the certificate of authenticity that it supposedly comes with. I have some questions about it, but the guitar itself is very cool. And do I believe that it was Steve's guitar? Yeah, I believe it was Steve's guitar, but certainly not from Whitesnake. He only used 7-string Ibanez's back then, and when he did use a 6-string guitar, it was the flame guitar for the live shows. I went to several of them, and when he used 6-string, it was only that flame guitar. So I honestly don't think he used a floral pattern gem for that tour.
I remember I didn't see them live. We're talking Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Steve Vai. I never saw them live. I remember the music videos though, and I don't recall the floral. I think he had some other ones. Wasn't there like a green, like a green and black? Was he using the swirl ones back then?
He was using the swirls, but they were all the swirl guitars were 7-string guitars. They were not 6-string. Right. The one that was just purchased was a 6-string floral pattern. And the reason why I think I can tell that it's Steve's is when Ibanez made that guitar, the Tree of Life vine inlay that comes on those guitars is green, but on that one it's pink. And that's something custom that Steve would have had done for himself to make his different. And they wouldn't do that for just anybody. And it's not easy work. And you can tell that it's not a replica of his guitar. It's a real deal Ibanez. So that alone leads me to believe that it was one of Steve's personal guitars.
Yeah. It would have been cool to see that show, that tour. I never saw it. There's probably stuff on YouTube now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a bunch of shows from that era. And the reason I know a lot about this is because at that time, I was working for Gem Guitars, and I was quite friendly with Steve back then. So I kind of knew what he was using. So it's not like I'm just guessing at all this stuff. It's I kind of know. But yeah, I think that I'm pretty excited about that guitar, and I'm happy that the guy that owns it because it's a cool guitar, and he got it for very little money.
What was it? Was it an auction or something?
I think he bought it at a Guitar Center. But it has a cert with a certificate of authenticity with it. Not from Steve. It has it from the previous owner, which is a little fishy to me. It needs to come. A real certificate of authenticity from that guitar needs to come from Steve. And Steve is doing some sort of clinic at the Music Zoo, I think on August 24th, and I think that guitar is going to be there. I think the owner and that guitar is going to be there to try to verify it. So I think in the very near future we're gonna find out if that guitar is indeed Steve's guitar.
Mm-hmm. Is the guitar signed?
It's not signed. I can show you a photo of it. because I was just sent the photo of it, and since everyone knows about it, I will show the photo. But just give me a second so I can just not show the person's name. Hang on a second.
Yeah. You've already photoshopped your face over theirs, right? You guys can't see, but he's laughing so hard. Greg, dude, you saw Vai with Roth? That's cool. That's another tour I never saw. I've never seen Steve Vai live. The only time I've ever seen him in person was at NAMM, walking past a booth where he's signing. This last NAMM, my friend Mike and I were walking by. I'm like, oh look, that's Steve Vai.
So here's the guitar, and can you see the Tree of Life in the vine inlays?
Yeah, it's pink.
It's pink, and 100% of the time on this guitar, the vine inlay would be green to match those pickups. So that's why I'm thinking that this guitar was actually Steve's. And it is a floral pattern headstock. It's not just any, Ibanez neck that's on that guitar.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. You ever been to those, what do they call them, G3?
Yes, I was at the original one. I went to the original one where it was Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and Eric Johnson.
Mm-hmm. And what do they do? Each guy plays like a complete set or like half a set or something?
They played, believe they all played an hour. And then they play like, well, maybe Eric Johnson played 45 minutes, but then the other guys played an hour each. And Satriani was the closer, and then they'd play like 4 songs together.
So it'd be like a 3-hour show?
Yeah, it was very long.
Man. A 3-hour show and no women there.
And a bunch of guys like this. I could do that better. I could do that better.
Except Desiree. Desiree was the only woman at one of those shows. Everybody else was like David Nesdahl with their arms crossed. Huh?
No, I will tell you, there were a lot of women there to see Steve Vai because he gets a lot of the women. Well, not anymore. He's married, but women seem to like him.
Mm-hmm.
So there.
Hey, if you want to go to a concert where it's all women and almost no guys, go see Duran Duran. Actually, there would be a lot of guys there, but
there would be a lot of guys there, but mostly women.
I'm just saying, yeah, the ratio is the total opposite,
Yeah. Hey, Craig, I just got your text, or just read it. I would do 1 or 2 more turns, full turns on those eye hooks. 1 or 2 more, not more than that.
A Rush show? At a Rush concert, there's no women at all? Citizen Kane?
I can understand that.
I wouldn't even go. Uh-oh. It was never my thing.
Dan Caravetta says, I saw Vai with Roth and met Vai.
Oh, that's cool. . 'Cause, 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 ' Did you ask Vi for Roth's autograph? Be funny. Or you meet David Lee Roth. Hey, can you get me Steve Vai's autograph?
That's so funny. But funny it would be if you meet Roth and say, "Hey, can you introduce me to Greg Bissonette or Brett Tuggle?" Those of you who don't know who Brett Tuggle is, he was the keyboard player that played behind the stage, behind the curtain.
He was behind the curtain?
Yeah, he wasn't on stage for that Eat 'em and Smile tour.
Oh, but for Skyscraper he was.
Yeah.
And you see him in the videos.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny.
Steve Anderson, I don't think Billy Sheehan got fired from David Lee Roth. I think he left David Lee to start his own band, Mr. Big.
I think I read something years ago that he didn't like the direction the music was going or something. Which I don't know. Maybe that's not true.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I almost got to meet well, I've met Sheehan a bunch of times. I almost could have met Bissonette. Because he was actually he actually played, he's a studio guy. He wasn't just playing with David Lee Roth. He's played with everybody, behind the scenes. And he actually did a was it the one? He's actually done records with Andy Summers. Greg Bissonette. And there was a tour, the first tour where I saw and when I saw Andy Summers when they came to the Bay Area, I went, it was like 3 nights in a row I went and got to see Andy, and everything. But Bissonette was supposed to be there, but for some reason it was billed as Andy Summers, was it Jerry Watts was the bass player, and Greg Bissonette. And that's what it said in the paper when I saw, this is before the internet, in the paper it said that was the show that was coming at this one venue in Emeryville, California. And I remember when I went to the show, Bissonette wasn't there. It was somebody else. It was a guy by the name of Bernie Dressel, who maybe some of you guys, if any of you guys are into the Stray Cats guy. Brian
Seltzer.
Seltzer.
Not Seltzer.
Well, that's what you said.
Setzer.
Seltzer. Brian Setzer. He did a some of the I remember there's a music video where it was like a big band situation, and I want to say this was like this would have been after I saw Bernie, so it would have been 98, 99 somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Brian Setzer video, and Bernie he's in the video playing drums.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a guy, glasses. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. He's a cool dude. I saw him a couple times.
Craig, actually, Paul Gilbert did not start Mr. Big. He wasn't even the first choice to be guitar player. It was Billy Sheehan and Pat Torpey who started that band, and Steve Stevens was supposed to be the guitar player in that band, but Steve wanted to stay with Billy Idol. So that's when Billy Sheehan said, "Hey, I got another guy, Paul Gilbert, that actually, no, I'm wrong. Wrong story. That was the Eat 'em and Smile band. Steve Stevens was supposed to be the guitar player in Roth's band. I apologize.
Stop making stuff up.
No. I just thought I knew there was a story there, but it's the wrong band. So you might be right, Craig. Paul Gilbert and Billy Sheehan might have started that band together. But the story goes with Roth's band is Billy Sheehan was the first guy to be asked to play in Roth's band because Roth knew Billy Sheehan since 1980 when Talus opened for Van Halen, and that's when Eddie went to Billy Sheehan and asked him if he was interested in playing in Van Halen. They were looking to get rid of Michael Anthony back in '80, and Billy Sheehan declined back then. But when Roth wanted to put this band together, he called Billy Sheehan first, and then called Steve Stevens, and Steve declined, and Billy Sheehan said, "I know another Steve who would fit perfectly in this band," and that was Steve Vai. So that's how that band got started.
Now I'm confused. Well, that's cool. Hey, Bruce. What's up, man? That's cool. I didn't know that, man. I really don't know much about the David Lee Roth. I had the CDs, you know, Eat 'Em and Smile, Skyscraper. I had that stuff, but you know, for me, I was always on the other side of the fence, basically. You know, 5150, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Pris is telling Greg Walker that she met Brian Setzer back when she was 17 or 18 and gave his car a jump. Wow.
Is that Bruce?
It is Bruce. Hey, Bruce.
How the hell are you?
Hey, Bruce, is that Mr. BHB? I think it is. Dan, have you heard about the David Lee Roth reunion anytime soon? Vai, Sheehan, etc.
I mean, I heard it was supposed to happen. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, they were gonna play. They were gonna play a show, and at the last minute, the fire marshal shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
There was too many people showed up, and it wasn't even official that they were going to play, but apparently they were going to play. They were going to make it look like it was going to be Vai and Sheehan, and I'm guessing Bissonette with David Lee Roth, right? Is that what it was gonna? They made it look like he was gonna be singing with them, and at the last minute, Roth was gonna come out and actually do the show. Something like that. And too many people showed up, and the fire marshal closed them down. That was a while ago. That was a little last year, I think. But as far as anything else, as far as that happening,
I haven't heard anything since.
I don't know. I'm sure there's another show here on YouTube where all they talk about is Steve Vai and his guitars. Go and ask them. They probably know.
There's nothing wrong with talking about someone other than Eddie Van Halen.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just.
I'm sure if Eddie was watching tonight, he'd say, "Thank God they're talking about someone else."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? Dave got what?
Yeah. Blank palette.
Careful, man.
I'm about to use the wrench, bro.
No. Well, at least, you know, no banning, please. Don't ban anybody. Bozique says, I'm going to buy a gem at some point. That's cool. That's cool. I really dug those gem guitars way back in the day, you know. I had the magazine ads, tore the ads out of the magazines, put them on my walls, you know. I really dug that stuff, but I wouldn't play those guitars now, and I don't think I even would have played them then, actually, because they're a lot different. The Ibanez guitars, they're a lot different than the Kramer guitars and the stuff that I was used to. You know, aren't they 24 frets?
Yep.
Yeah, see, right there, right there. I'm not a fan of 24 fret electric guitars.
I'm not either, but with the pickups that are in those guitars, it's okay. They still sound pretty good with the pickups that's in that guitar. For some reason, I mean, I'm not a fan of 24 frets either, just not. But for some reason in that guitar, it works for me. The blues and rock guy. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about my Neptune replica? Anytime we could talk about that guitar. Let me know. Be happy to talk about
it. Well, didn't we do one of these videos where all you did was talk about it?
Probably years ago.
There's probably a video here on this channel of Dave talking about the guitar. Just search keyword Neptune on this channel, and you'll probably see it. Yeah.
I agree.
Man.
Jordy Pig, no, I did not build that Destroyer. A guy named Donnie Ward built it.
Hmm. Have you been playing it?
I do play it. It's a great guitar. Yeah. It just happens to be Wolfgang Wednesday, so I'm playing a Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm. It's not Shark.
Shark Saturday.
RMG 471. I like how the 24 frets push the neck pickup towards the bridge pickup, which can give Strat-like tones like the PRS Custom 24. I never. Oh man, the chat's really moving here. I never play the 23rd or 24th frets. RMG 4. Is that Ryan? Ryan says. Mm-hmm. There's just something about the 24 frets. It just, I know it's only an extra fret or two than what you're normally used to playing. Yeah. But it just makes the guitar feel so much longer, and it fits differently. I don't know. I'm sure there's guys that, you know, on the Steve Vai channel on YouTube where all they play are those guitars, and they try, you know, they try one of these guitars and they're like, man, this thing's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on 24 frets though, you can get what? You can get up an extra step when you bend.
Well, like it's the
24th fret. Or is the 24th fret so small you can't even put your finger in there?
You can put your finger in there. It's 2 octaves.
To play the Ibanez 24 fret guitars, you got to have a strong pinky, because that's the only finger that'll fit in that fret to bend the string.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Blank Palette, why don't you friend Donnie Ward on Facebook and ask him? I'm sure if you wanted a Shark guitar, he'll build you one. He just won't paint it. He'll build you the guitar. You got to paint it.
Bozique.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Bozique says, I don't play past the 17th fret much. My dang fingers are too fat to play past the 17th.
RMG, yes, I have played through a cranked Fender Super Reverb. I have a 1965 Fender Super Reverb that I play through all the time, and yes, I've turned it on to 10 and played it. It's Stevie Ray Vaughan in a box, a very loud box.
Hmm. You see what Dan says?
That's funny.
Dan says, I'm over on the Steve Vai hangout now, and they're bashing the 17 fret guitars.
I'm not bashing any guitars. It's just not my favorite thing. 24 frets is not my favorite thing. But on the Steve Vai guitar, it is. It's great.
Hmm. You don't have any of those?
I've had many of them.
Hmm.
I've had 7 strings. I've had 6 strings. I had the Loch Ness Green 6-string. I've had a couple of the white ones. I've had the blue one. I've had the burnt stain blue one. I had the green and black swirled one. What else did I have? The mirrored one.
Oh, sounds like you had all of them.
Not all of them. There are so many of them, but I love that guitar. It's like it's a guilty pleasure. The Vai guitar is a guilty pleasure of mine. I really like it, but I don't use it. I like fiddle with it here at the house, and then I'm like, what do I have this for? I don't. It's not, the floating trem, not for me. It's it's a Ferrari that I'm more of a muscle car guy, not a Ferrari guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool looking. I'll admit that floral pattern. I always wanted one of those. A friend of mine has one. I've played one, but I always liked that what is it called, the monkey grip
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
in the side. I always thought that was cool. But yeah, yeah. To me though, two what would you call them? Not red check marks, but two things that make me not dig those guitars is the floating Floyd, and then the 24th fret and the 23rd fret. Right?
Yeah.
Does that guitar have 22 frets?
Yes, 22.
Okay. So anything with a floating bridge, a 23rd fret, and a 24th fret, not for me. Not my thing. What?
I understand. Totally get it. So there.
Yeah.
How you liking that guitar anyway?
This one?
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I play it acoustically, and it's great. Sounds great acoustically.
I actually don't know.
You don't know that?
I've never played it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds great. Sounds great. Looks great. Feels great. It's great. Johnny Beane, have you upgraded the blocks in all of your, in all of my guitars, the FU tone blocks? I upgraded.
Not on that. You can't on that. You can't on that.
No, not on that. No, that's a hardtail. I think I've upgraded one guitar with one of those blocks. I did one, and then I ended up having to sell the guitar, but I still have the block. I still have the block and the Floyd. They're just not on a guitar right now.
Is the block on the Floyd?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm thinking that Floyd and that block will be going on to a Wolfgang that I've yet to slap together. I've got a Wolfgang body. None of you guys have ever, well, Dave's seen it. None of you guys have ever seen it. I'm not going to show it off until I actually have the guitar up and running. Um, just to keep you guys in suspense, if at all. On the edge of your seat, if you're sitting down. I'm looking at the body right now. I see it. It's down. It's on the floor next to the wall, next to my desk here. As I'm looking at it, it's just those grommets. It all comes down to the grommets, man.
Yeah.
Brian Davies, where did you find your grommets? And if so, my address is in the description. That's all I need. That's really all I need. Really, I mean, that's it. Johnny Beane, is that the next upgrade on my Wolfgang? Huh? Did you say anything before that? Johnny Beane, did you notice a big difference when you upgrade to the bigger block? Yeah. Yeah, you can hear a difference. Sounds bigger. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Sounds has more meat to it, I guess, if that means anything. You ever described a guitar tone or a sound as being meaty?
Yeah.
Beefy. Maybe that's it, beefy.
Meaty, beefy. Yeah.
Maybe it's beefy. Like, that's a beefy tone. If you say it's meaty, that sounds kind of squishy, you know?
Oh.
That sounds kind of like that's a meaty sound. Beefy, maybe that's the term. I remember taking my Music Man, actually. I took that into a shop in Berkeley. The shop's been gone, for decades, but I remember plugging into they were a PV dealer at the time, so I was probably plugging into a PV 5150. This is probably before I actually owned the 5150, not guitar, which I still don't own, the amp. I'm thinking I plugged in the Music Man. This is when it was still brand new, back 90. This would have been 92, 93 somewhere. Because I bought the PV 5150 head in 95. So this would have been 93, 94 somewhere. And I remember taking the Music Man in the shop. They were a PV dealer, plugging into the PV 5150. And there's this woman that worked there. I remember her coming up, and I remember saying, "Here, try it, play it." And she was playing the guitar through the amp, the Music Man through the 5150 PV. And I remember her saying, this is beefy. I remember that. She's like, "That's a beefy tone." I remember her saying that. So there you go. She didn't say meaty. She said beefy. And I'm talking about the guitar tone. Wonder what happened to her. I couldn't even tell you her name now, but I used to go in. When you got your local guitar shops, music shops, if you tend to go into them all the time, the people, they get to know you. Like, oh, hey, unless you tell them your name, oh, hey, it's you. And I remember going into that shop quite a bit and hanging out. And although it wasn't like just a guitar store, it was more like one of those band instrument stores. So like the downstairs, they've got the guitars, but then they also have like the trumpets and all that stuff. And then upstairs was all sheet music. This was actually, if any of you guys lived in the Bay Area, in the East Bay, this was a store called Tupper and Reed in downtown Berkeley, California, on Shattuck Avenue. Some of you guys watching this, you might remember Tupper and Reed.
Don't know it.
Although the inside joke, between a lot of the guitar players, you know how Guitar Center, should I say this? A lot of like some guitar players, they call Guitar Center Get Hard Center.
Really?
You never heard that?
No.
Okay. Well, because you work there, so they're all saying it behind your back. They called it Get Hard Center, is what a lot of people call Guitar Center. This place called Tupper and Reed was called Stupor and Greed, is what people would call it. I didn't make this stuff up. This is all stuff I was told. Fremont, California was called Freakmont. Hayward, California was called Hayweird. And this is all actually terms from the same guy. It was one guy who told me all this stuff years ago. Anyway, that was story time.
Lots of intelligence.
Yeah. There was. You didn't have to think about any of that, huh? Brian Davies, you sent me a tweet.
You didn't even have to. You didn't even have to speak for it.
Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, you sent me a bunch of. You sent me a bunch of stuff. I think. Do you want me to read this? Yeah, man. All good. So what?
I was waiting for you to read it.
Oh, well, I didn't read it. I read it, but I didn't read it. I read it, but I didn't, I read it, but I didn't say it.
Brian David said, read it.
He said, you mean say it? Because I read it, I just didn't say it out loud. And that store, Tupper and Reed, after they closed down, it became like some sort of like used computer store, the building. And actually downstairs from that on that building, like right next door was some sort of like nightclub, some sort of bar. And I remember going down there a few times and seeing this friend of mine play. I've got this friend of mine. He's an excellent guitar player. He plays mostly jazz. That's what he was playing when I would see him. But he plays everything from country to jazz to basically anything. But check him out. He's a friend of mine. His name's Mark Holzinger. I don't know how you'd spell that. Mark Holzinger. But yeah, he's one of the best guitar players I ever saw, in person at least. He was just like, but it wasn't just like mindless, shredding. He actually sounds a lot like Eric Johnson. Actually, his tone. Anyway. Brian Davies sent me a tweet 3 minutes ago. He says, I think, an unopened package with the screws and grommets. If he still has them, PM private message on Facebook tomorrow, and I'll post what I have. Okay.
Cool. That would be amazing. You could build yet another guitar.
There we go. I just gave you a heart. And then somebody else, although I think what was that? I think it was spam. Looks like we got a comment on a video, but I don't think it was. I think it was something weird. Oh yeah, it must have been, because it's not even in the regular things. It's like in the. It's one of those I have to approve, which means it has like a link in it or something.
Yeah.
So it's probably something weird. So what?
I don't know. You tell me.
Are you good? Well, we've been almost exactly 2 hours. I like to keep these things at least 2 hours at the most.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. All right. I think we're good. Although, what's your favorite amp you've ever owned?
This rock and roll amp's RR100 head.
Cool. Awesome. My favorite amp is the Fender Hot Rod, the 212, whatever that is. DeVille. That's my favorite. That's my current main amplifier. Get a lot of different sounds out of it. Yes.
Yes, RMG, the Plexi style amp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, so you're good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is 7:01 here on the West Coast, the early coast. 10:01 where Nesdal is. Man, you got the local news coming on
In an hour.
in a minute. Oh, 11. They do 11 out there?
They do 11, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Actually, out here, I think the news is on like every hour, all the time.
Wow, Jordy says it's 3 a.m. where he is.
Oh man, we better go so you can get some sleep.
My goodness. No wonder this is his first time here.
Cool avatar, man. I dig it. All right. See you guys. Thanks for jumping in. How many eggs today, Steve? I didn't get them because there was a chicken sitting on them. Didn't want to disturb her, you know. She thinks she's going to be a mom. Although, you know, all you have to do is go out there and shake the bag of worms and she comes running out. So. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you dig this stuff, hit the subscribe button. And what? Click the bell. You can get an alert every time we go live or every time there's content on this channel. And yeah, thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We only got one of these, so that's good so far.
Yeah, the night is early.
Yeah. All right. Dave, good to see you.
Same here.
Awesome guitar. Congratulations on your stutter switch.
Thank you.
On there.
Thank you very much.
And yes. Good night, Bozique. Good night, Steve Anderson. Good night, Brian Davies. Good night. Was it BB Ninja? Also, happy birthday, I believe. BB
oh,
Ninja.
yeah. Happy birthday, BB.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday, everybody. Everybody.
Have a good time. Have a good time.
Any of the time.
All right, that'll work.
Any means any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Spread it out. All right, JohnnyBeane.com. See you guys. I'll see. Well, should I upload that video that we did, or is it too weird looking for my Veda?
Why not?
Is it too strange?
It's always good to see something different.
Okay, once we're done here, I'll upload the Veda thing and enjoy that, and then I'll see you tomorrow for a Veda, which means vlog every day. And August, thank you for the second thumbs down, and we'll see you guys later. All right, see you, Dave.
See you later.
Instagram, Johnny Beane.